Back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Got some room at the 30. And he's got room. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Second down, Bridgewater. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Goes underneath for Bell. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first-ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly. But overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's go.
the gun. Bridgewater buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 19. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, turning the legs a little bit, and getting what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. They run. Cook. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yep.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out. Comes Minnesota. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one goes for 24 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Throw left side complete. That's right. Touchdown, Vikings. Jarius Wright, 57 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights through, and now a crease.
Missed.
He will not. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 57 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So let's see, that was 3rd and 2. They hit the short pass, having the first down. He said, well, let's get a little more than the first down, all the way into the end zone.
And I know this is the NFL, and 3rd and 2 isn't necessarily a rundown. I think most of the time you play it as a passing down. But you can disguise it a little bit, right? You can show heavy run formation, make it look that way, and still throw the football effectively, as we just saw there. And he's still running, isn't he?
He stopped now, and he got 6 points for it. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins past it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball, but the clock running down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now Roethlisberger signals for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Sherrills. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now running right through it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
it's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 78 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one. You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sharif Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And now out comes Minnesota. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over,